The Gaza Strip, a densely populated Palestinian territory on the eastern coast of the Mediterranean Sea, has been subject to a blockade for many years. This blockade, imposed by Israel with support from Egypt, has profound causes and significant consequences that have shaped the lives of its residents and the broader regional dynamics. Security concerns. Israel has cited security concerns as the primary reason for the blockade. They argue that it is necessary to prevent the smuggling of weapons and materials that could be used by militant groups, particularly Hamas, which governs the Gaza Strip and has been in conflict with Israel. Political and territorial disputes. The ongoing Israeli-Palestinian conflict and disputes over the control of territories, including East Jerusalem and the West Bank, have contributed to the blockade. The political division between the Palestinian Authority in the West Bank and Hamas in Gaza has complicated efforts to reach a unified Palestinian leadership. Tensions and conflict. Periodic escalations of violence, such as rocket attacks from Gaza into Israel and Israeli military operations in Gaza, have fueled mistrust and led to the tightening of the blockade in response to security incidents. Geopolitical factors. International politics and regional alliances also play a role. Egypt's involvement in maintaining the blockade is linked to its own security concerns as well as its relations with Israel and other regional actors. Consequences of the Gaza blockade. Humanitarian crisis. The blockade has resulted in dire humanitarian consequences for the people of Gaza. Restrictions on the movement of goods and people have led to shortages of essential items like food, clean water, medical supplies, and electricity. Unemployment rates are high and poverty is widespread. Limited access to healthcare. The healthcare system in Gaza has been severely impacted with shortages of medical equipment and supplies. Patients in need of specialized treatment often face challenges in obtaining exit permits for medical care in other regions. Education and economic stagnation. The blockade has hindered the development of educational institutions and access to quality education. The economy in Gaza has suffered due to limited trade, restrictions on imports and exports, and the destruction of infrastructure during conflicts. Psychological impact. The prolonged blockade has had a profound psychological impact on the population, leading to high levels of stress, trauma, and mental health issues, especially among children who have grown up in a state of constant insecurity. Tensions and conflict. The blockade has contributed to ongoing tensions and cycles of violence, as it has not resolved the core issues of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. These tensions have periodically erupted into full-scale military conflicts, causing further destruction and loss of life. International concern and diplomacy. The Gaza blockade has been a subject of international concern and diplomatic efforts. Various countries, international organizations, and NGOs have called for its alleviation or removal, emphasizing the need for a comprehensive political solution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The Gaza blockade remains a contentious issue with deep-rooted causes and far-reaching consequences.